A valiant comeback comes up a hair short against the Blackfalds Bulldogs tonight as the Okotoks Oilers fall 4-3 to the Bulldogs here at Payson Centennial Arena. Now joining me is assistant coach Reid Hnatowich. And coach, first of all, I guess talk about the comeback for this team. They shot themselves in the foot in the second period and into the third. But Tyler Dice, you look back at that Drayton Valley game where he pulled the goaltender with about 6 minutes left and got one. You guys got two, even one shorthanded in that time frame. And I guess a valiant effort, but what'd you take from that comeback and effort for this Oiler team?
Yeah, just sitting there kind of watching, especially that last little bit there. They were energetic. They were kind of ready to go, and they did a good job at pushing the pace, and obviously we got two there. Biggest thing is we can't wait for the goaltender to be pulled, or we can't wait for those desperate situations. We just need to make sure we have that intensity from puck drop to the conclusion of the game. And then, guys need to find it within themselves in terms of just stepping up, getting that energy, and, being contributors every single shift.
And now, I guess, a tale of two teams. I liked your guys' first period. I thought you were all over them, minus them scoring the first goal. You guys came back and were resilient there. But in the second, I think, was kind of told the tale of where this Oiler team was kind of going to go, minus that comeback.
Yeah, and I think, there was bits and pieces in that second period where we did a good job at maintaining puck possession. Even in that first, same thing with, the puck possession we did a good job with, but not aggressive enough at putting pucks towards the net and not aggressive enough at going there and being desperate for those goals. And the second period, and you look at all four of the goals tonight, just small little mental errors that ended up in the back of our net. And, every play sits there and makes a difference, right? So just finding that consistency is going to be our biggest thing.
I just want to go back. Outshoot, you outplay. I know this team deserved a bit of a better fate, at least that first period and in the third. This Blackfalds team was found a way, but just how does that motivate this team the rest of the way? You got a big game against Grand Prairie on next Thursday and then Friday against Drumheller. And what is said in that dressing room after that game? Obviously, I know this team deserved better, even though things didn't quite go their way.
Yeah, like you talk about that fate, and I think really, you make your own fate. And you've seen there in that last little portion of the game, what this team is capable of when we're desperate, we're hungry, and we're ready to go. And that's just one of those ones where guys need to find it within themselves to do it on a 60-minute basis, to do it when that puck drops for the first, to do it when the puck drops for the second, right? And just be consistent in the aggression. Every play matters, right? Smallest little details matters, and that was a prime factor tonight, is just those little things that we didn't do that ended up in the back of the net. And then just with our offense, like I said, we got greasy, we got in behind their D, made some good plays there, but just too little, kind of too late.
Appreciate the time as always, Coach. Always frustrating with a game like that you probably should have had, but appreciate the time as always, and we'll see you on Thursday here against Grand Prairie.
Thanks, Gino.
The Oilers had a valiant comeback led by this man next to me, Bowden Singleton, 2 goals and assists, but I think take us through that comeback, what this Oiler team did right in those last minutes when it was urgent, and I think this team deserved a better fate.
Yeah, so in the last few minutes, Dice pulled the goal in. We just focused on attacking the puck, going forward instead of backwards, so we got turned pucks over, and then got a lucky bounce in front, and we scored.
I want to go through your 2 goals tonight. You get that bang-bang play, and you get your 3rd shorthanded goal of the year. Just take us through what was a good night for Bowden Singleton.
Yeah, so I just took myself in front of the net and kind of banged that one in. Got the monkey off my back a little bit, and then on the PK, I saw the puck was rimming around, so I just kind of cheated a little bit, and Dean hit me with a great pass, and they went in and made a move.
Now, obviously, this team, I think with the way they played through periods 1 and the last 6 minutes of the third period, probably deserve a win and be at 500, but unfortunately you're not. Just kind of illustrate what happened out there on the ice tonight against Blackfalds.
Yeah, we came out flat. We kind of dug ourselves a hole, but for the second and third period, we came out and did our thing, and we tried our best to get back to even.
Just going forward for this team, they got a lot of work to do still, and obviously there's players out, but you guys have been dealing with that all year, so that's not truly an excuse anymore. How does this team deal with the last 2 games against Grand Prairie and Drumheller next week?
Yeah, so it starts Monday. We'll dial in our practices and do their systems and hit the games Thursday and Friday running.
Lastly, what does this team, is there anything in particular that this team just needs to do a hair better in these last 2 games just to make sure, obviously, Christmas is going to be in the minds of many and getting to the break and having some time off, but obviously there's still huge 4 points up for grabs.
Yeah, so we just got to, like I said, we got to dial it in and kind of use each other and believe in each other. Like we said, there's been a lot of injuries this year and been battling through that, so we got to believe in each other and have a good week of practice.
Appreciate the time as always, Bowden, and tough one tonight, but congratulations on your work effort tonight with 2 goals and assists, and we'll see you on Thursday against Grand Prairie.
Thank you, Gino.